back to you, and you will go QRZ for other stations. Victor Echo 99 Bravo Sierra, this is Oscar November 6 Alpha Zulu.
Fine business. Thanks very much for the contact in 73. Oscar November 6 Alpha Zulu, Victor Echo 9 Bravo Sierra. Is there stateside stations? Is there North America stations that have want to make some contacts with European stations listening? Are there any stations in North America that want to join the Breakfast Club and work some stations in Europe? Over. Yeah, go ahead. No problem at all, George. It's a pleasure meeting you for the first time, and I hope I run across you many times in the future here on one of the bands. All the best to you, George. Whiskey 2, Hotel Japan Kilo, Victor Echo 9, Bravo Sierra 73. QRZ, looking for contacts in Europe. Delta Lima 9, November, Denmark Whiskey. I have a real light copy on the station ending Denmark Whiskey. Let's give it a try. Roger. Delta Lima 9er, Norway Delta Whiskey. Denmark London 9, November, Denmark Whiskey. 100 watts only. Okay, I've got November Delta Whiskey. I have November Delta Whiskey. Let's try the prefix a couple times. Over. Delta Lima number 9er. Denmark London number 9er. Delta Lima 9, Norway Delta Whiskey. Roger? Roger. You are 5 and 5. You are 5 and 5. And when you were in the clear, I heard the Delta Lima 9, November Delta Whiskey. Roger? Roger. 100%. 100 watts only. Amplifier is off, just 100 watts. And antenna is a simple dipole. Dipole antenna, 100 watts. The name Harry. Hotel America, Radio Yokohama. Back to you. Yeah, 100% QSL that time, Harry. What would my signal report be, please? Yeah, you're 5 and 7, 57, 5 by 7. Yeah, I got the 5 and 7 that time. Thank you very much, Harry. 73 to you, and hope to work your station again sometime in the future. Roger, always looking forward. I join here from time to time. 73. Victor Echo 9, Bravo Sierra with the Breakfast Club. We're looking for possible contacts, Europe.
D9BS from Sugar, Mexico 1, Alpha, London Hotel.
Sugar Mike 1, Alpha Lima, question mark.
Yep. Hi, Byron. It's Sugar Mike 1, Alpha, London Hotel. America, London, Honolulu. Over.
Alpha Lima Hotel, yes, I got it that time. You're 5 and 9. You are 5 and 9 in the clear, but there was some QSB on your transmission. Over.
Okay, very fine, Byron. You're 5 and 7. 5 and 7 here in the Baltic Sea. Name is Eric. EC Roger Item Charlie. Eric is the name. And QDH Gotland Island with IOTA number 20, Europe 20. Good signal here, Byron, and nice to work you in a new band. From Sugar Mike 1, Alpha Lima Hotel.
Fine business, Eric. I'm running a paper log at the present. My internet is too slow here to keep up with logging process, so I put them in after the fact. But I am on North American 014. I'm on a very small island, population 500 people, Eric. And I'll go with you saying that we've worked in the past. I'm sure when I look up to your QRZ page, I'll probably recognize it. Over.
Okay, very fine. And happy to get you here on 80 meter. I just switched on. I just turned on my radio here. It's 8:30 in the morning. So left my warm bed not too many minutes ago. Made a fire in the stove, and then thought that we should give DX a chance, and heard you, one of the first stations, running a kilowatt here. The antenna is just a slooping dipole. Back to you, Byron, over.
Yeah, it's doing very well for you with the dipole and a kilowatt. I'm using the dipole as well at 17 meters, I believe it is, Eric. And I turned the amplifier back a little bit. I'm running 1.9 kilowatt at the moment.
Yeah, fine. Yeah, great to work you. So with that, I say 73. I will listen around a little bit and see what's going on here. Probably some more Swedish stations around on the band. So you have a nice upcoming weekend, Byron, and keep up the good work. Over.
Well, thank you for the encouragement, Eric. I do appreciate it. It is 3:30 in the morning local time here. I've had a long day, and I certainly don't have contacting skills to begin with, let alone handling a net. But I've been kind of lucky in one way that there hasn't been too many North American stations this time of the day wanting to work, European stations, so I've got it pretty much all to myself. So I'm just filling the log probably for another 10 or 15 minutes to put a wrap on it. Sugar Mike 1, Alpha Lima Hotel, probably for another 10 or 15 minutes to put a wrap on it.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Byron. 73 from the pretty cold Baltic Sea. We got about 30 centimeters of snow here just a couple of days ago, so it's very Christmas-like outside. Have a nice time, and see you later, Byron, from Sugar Mike 1, Alpha London Hotel. Here's some beers.
Very good, Eric, and all the best to you. Victor Echo 9, Bravo Sierra, QRZ.
Delta Lima 2, Charlie Kilo. Delta Lima 2, Charlie Kilo.
Station ending in Charlie Kilowatt, please.
Yes, very good morning. Delta Lima 2, Charlie Kilo. Delta Lima 2, Charlie Kilo. Roger?
Roger, Roger. Delta Lima 2, Charlie Kilo. You are 5 and 8. You are 5 and 8 here on the east coast of Canada. Over.
Yes, you're also 5 and 8. Very good evening. And my name is Gary. My name is Gary. Gary. Golf Alpha Romeo Yankee. QTH Bremen. QTH Bremen. Roger?
Yeah, Roger, Roger. Greenland. Is that a Roger?
Yes, Bremen is my QTH. You're 5 and 8. 5 and 8 in North Germany. Roger?
Yeah, Roger, Roger. I got that. And your signal report is 5 and 8, and my signal report again is, I want to get this correct for the log, Gary, over.
Yes, your signal is 5-8. 5-8 this morning. 5-8, Roger?
Yeah, Roger, Roger, 5-8. Well, very good, Gary. The band is starting to peter a little bit as you guys are coming into to daylight, but it'll be a while before it's daylight at your place. What time is sunrise at your way, Gary?
Roger, Roger. I have 500 watt in the dipole. Only a dipole and 500 watt. Roger?
Roger, Roger. 500 watts on the dipole. Well, very good business, Gary, and thank you very much for the contact. I'll be putting you the log on QRZ, and if you have a moment, I'd appreciate if you do the same for me. All the best to you here in the new year, 73.
73, and good luck, and take care. All the best.
Germany 7, Tango Golf Kilo.
Delta Juliet 9 Oscar Lima.
Golf 7, Tango Golf Kilo. 5 and 8 as well. 5 and 8 as well, over.
Yeah, Roger, Roger, Byron. Thank you for the 5 and 8. You're still peaking 5 and 9. 5 and 9. The name is Charlie, Roger.
Yeah, fine business, Charlie. Thank you very much for the 5 and 9 here on the east coast of Canada. Back to you.
Yeah, Roger, Roger. Couple hundred watts this way using the FTDX 101 MP into just an ordinary end-fed, just an end-fed wire, and 200 watts, Byron. Many thanks, 70. Have a good day.
It's a good working setup, Charlie. Thanks for the contact. We'll be getting you in the log and look for you another day. Victor Echo 9, Bravo Sierra with the Breakfast Club, looking for possible contacts. Europe.
Cheers and beers.
Delta Juliet 9 Oscar Lima. Delta Juliet 9 Oscar Lima.
Delta Juliet 9 of Kalima.
Victor Echo 9, Bravo Sierra with the Breakfast Club, QRZ.
Delta Juliet 9 of Kalima. Delta Juliet 9 of Kalima.
Delta Juliet 9. Delta Juliet 9, please.
Yeah, this is Delta Juliet 9 of Kalima. My name is Ollie, and I'm located in the north part of Bavaria. QSL?
Delta Juliet 9 station, I have you 4 and 5. I have you 4 and 5. I need your suffix. I'm not able to copy your suffix. Would you repeat a couple of things?
Okay, my suffix is Ontario, London, DJ9OL, Delta Juliet 9 of Kalima, QSL.
Something Oscar Lima, is that a Roger?
Roger.
Okay, I have Delta Juliet 9, question mark, Oscar Lima, over.
Roger, Delta Juliet 9 of Kalima, Delta Juliet 9 of Kalima, Roger?
100% QSL, yes, I have it correct. Delta Juliet 9, Oscar Lima. And once again, your signal board on the east coast of Canada is 4 and 5. It's pretty light, but we have you in there good for the log. The handle on this end is Byron. The handle is Byron, over.
Yeah, okay, Roger. Your signal report is 5 by 4, 5 by 5. 5 by 4, 5, 5. In the north part of Bavaria, my name is Ollie, Oscar Lima, Lima, India, QSL.
Yes, I got my report at 5-5. I got their signal report of 5-5, and that's all I've got. You took a dip with the QSB. But that's good enough for the log. The handle on this end again is Byron. Microphone back to you.
Yeah, okay, so I make you a T-Thanks 73. Happy New Year to you, and I hope to meet you again on the band. This is Delta Juliet 9 Oscar Lima. Bye-bye.
Delta Juliet 9, Oscar Lima, Victor Echo 9, Bravo Sierra.
Fürchterliches Englisch. Fürchterlich.
Victor Echo 9, Bravo Sierra, QD.
Delta Lima 1, Golf Zulu Henry. Okay, William, bye-bye. Delta Lima 1, Golf Zulu Henry, Byron.
I'm pulling out something that has Lima in it. I'm copying something that has Lima 1. Let's give it a try. With patience, maybe we can get a contact out of it.
Yes, but anyway, I try again, Byron. I try again. Delta Lima 1, Germany, Zulu Henry. Delta Lima 1, Germany, Zulu Hotel, over.
No, sorry, old man. I'm unable to copy. Too low, over.
Yes, okay, 73, and greetings from the Black Forest. Greetings from the Black Forest in South.
73 to you, all the best. I'm very sorry I couldn't get it, but your signal went even lower, and all I could tell is there was somebody there, and that was all. Victor Echo 9, Bravo Sierra, looking for possible contacts, York.
73,
Radio.
thank you.
Delta Radio, go ahead. Echo Alpha 1, Delta Radio. Echo Alpha 1, Delta Radio, big signal 59 plus 10.
QSL, you're 59 also, thank you.
Thank you, you're 59 plus 10. Best to you. Victor Echo 9, Bravo Sierra. I'm going to call it an evening, guys. It is 20 minutes to 4 in the morning here, and I have obligations in the way of work in the morning, so it's been a lot of fun. I've made a lot of contacts. Probably sounded pretty awkward by times, but enjoyed the hell out of it just the same. Everybody on frequency listening, 73 and all the best for the new year. This is Victor Echo 9, Bravo Sierra, QRT.
Lima America 2, Florida, Kilo America. Lima America 2, Florida.
Delta Foxtrot 9, Lima, Juliet. Delta. Is for charging the battery I've got up there, and it's a bit of a monster thing because it's transformer in it. It's not a switch mode one. So I suppose really I need a little switch mode one. But the picture you sent me of it, I could see the LED display, and I thought that's what I want. One with an LCD display on it, like yours. But I couldn't see the cabinet because it was in a dark area. And of course it was a movie anyway, so I couldn't see what the cabinet was like on it. But I don't know. So perhaps any advice on that? But I won't order one until I find out that that the voltage is there. So that's for that. But the car starts all right. I mean, I haven't used it for 2 weeks. I mean, it should be all right. It's a new car. Haven't used it for 2 weeks. But Stan, he's got a new car, and because he's not using it, he doesn't use it. He's just took it from the showroom, parked it outside his house. He's too frightened to lose it in case he loses his parking space. He goes down there every week, and he sits in the car, and he has the radio on and the engine running, and he does that for about 20 minutes. And I've been telling him that he shouldn't do it. I said it's not a good thing to do. They actually tell you, that you shouldn't warm the engine up like that. It's not as though it's a diesel engine, where I think until diesel drivers used to start their engines and warm them up before they went on their job. You'll confirm that, Gary, because you used to do it. But I mean, with a petrol engine, you shouldn't do it. I explained that to Stan, and he just went, yeah, sort of thing. It's crazy, isn't it, to get a brand new car. I think he's only done about 10 miles, and that was bringing it back from the dealers in Ashford. And he just goes down every 2 weeks and every week and sits in it for 20 minutes. I suppose he sits there and goes, vroom, 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 vroom. Get out of the way, you silly idiot, get out of the way. Or you jump the lights, I suppose he does all that, he does pretend drive. But it's a shame, really. And of course, when he goes anywhere, he has to walk or use public transport. But I did say to him, why you didn't need the car? You should use the money they're going to pay you for the car for taxis. And if you want to go anywhere, phone up a taxi. And you get special deals and everything. But no, he wanted a car. So I don't know. It's a bit daft, isn't it? Okay then. Fox 5 VLO with a pause for Paul. G for Wife Peter Group. Well, I don't know if that was you, Paul, trying to get in, but you were making it. There, have another go. Okay, nothing heard there. Yeah, it's a shame he can't get over this parking space malarkey. Why can't he get some of those big traffic cones and take them out of his boot and put them where his car was parked, and then drive off, and hopefully when he comes back the cones will still be there and he can move the cones and park the car back or something like that. But it does seem a bit odd, doesn't it, really? But like I say, it does seem a waste of a car as well. And okay on the lights there, I sent all the details to Debbie, so she's had a look at them. She wanted to know, I think she was going to contact you direct or something, but she was going to see whether she could get them on Amazon. But we were just looking at them. I think one of them looks more modern than the other one, doesn't it? I think we'd go for the old-fashioned looking one rather than the modern one. There was two. The picture two, you said, the one's got a sort of like a fruit bowl sort of glass to it. I think we'd probably go for that one if we went down that line. And I suppose you could use them even in the winter because the heat rises, and the heat will all be trapped to the top of the room, won't it, at the ceiling, and if that fan brings the heat down, brings a bit of movement into the air, it could probably work in the winter as well. But anyway, I think it's something we might consider for one if not both of the bedrooms in the summer, because it does move the air around, and that's what you really want. I mean, I remember that day we came back with Ian to your place, and it was really hot in there, wasn't it, that day? But I think you've got that sorted out now, and you managed to open the windows and things, but it was pretty hot that day, wasn't it? It seems like a lifetime ago. Anyway, all right. So back to you, Brian. And yeah, we were just talking about one of the arms of my glasses had fallen off in the night. I went to pick up and put my glasses on this morning, and one of the arms just fell off. The screws come out, but the dilemma is I found the screw, but I can't put the glasses on and see the screw. So it's a bit of an odd. I haven't got a spare pair handy with me, so that's the dilemma. And Alan was just suggesting instead of putting the screw in, put the end of a resistor through the hole and tie it on that way. Or use blue tack, which is I know your favourite method of operation there, Brian. Back to you, M5BJC with a break for Paul, Fox 5 ELO.
Good morning, T480.
Oh, okay, you're there, Paul. Taking over. How's the weather with you?
Fine from T480. Good morning to you, Gary. I've only heard you on, I guess, for Brian's on, so good morning to you. But I'm not sure if anyone else is on at the moment. Weather's not too bad. It's just a slight wind, and we've got a bit of drizzly rain at the moment. But fortunately, we've missed all the bad weather that's more down to sort of like Cornwall and the Channel Islands. So we've missed it. Gary, back to you.
Yeah, okay. Well, we got hit really hard last night. You know, we got 60, 70 mile an hour winds at one point there. So I think Cornwall's had it really bad, and there's a lot of snow up in the Midlands. Anyway, round to you, Brian. Fox 5 ELO.
Yeah, Fox 5 ELO, M5BJC here. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think the rain stopped here now, so. Yeah, good morning to you, Paul. We had a bit of snow in the well, I don't think we had any snow in the night. I think it's been raining. I'm not sure actually, but there's a slight cooling on the car, but not much at all. And it's not been very windy, so there we are with that. But yeah, it's a shame about. It's a shame with Stan that he's gone through the trouble, expense of having a new car and he's not using it. It's a bit silly. But I mean, if he's gonna just start it up, the thing you've got to do with a petrol engine is you need to start it up till it's got to full temperature, which takes a bit of while when it's cold. You need to. It's no good just starting it just for a few minutes because they just get condensation about. So you need to run it long enough to get to best to run it till the temperature gauge is nearly normal temperature. The trouble is though, a lot of cars don't have temperature gauges on them anymore, so you can't. It's hard to know that really. That's the trouble. So, but you need to run it for a length of time so the engine's got hot enough to get rid of the, all the condensation and all that sort of thing. So, there we are with that. Yeah, those lights. I sent you them lights, Alan. I did say that I'd got some lights that I was putting up with lights with fans on. And I thought I'll just send them to you just for interest because it was Gary that wanted the picture of them really. So yeah, the ones with the plain, let's call it the plain glass. I've got two of those in the living room, and the one with the fancy speckly one is in the bedroom. I thought the speckly one is too much for in the front room, because obviously it's in the it's not in the line of sight of the TV really, but I thought that just the plain white would be best for in the living room. Too much two of those in the living room. I could try that, as I say, run it, because you can run the fan both directions, and you can run it, the fan's got 6 speeds on it, and the light's got different brightnesses and different colours. You can change the colour of the light and the brightness of it, so they're pretty sophisticated really. So there we are, and you can put them on a timer to come on and all sorts of things. It's got a remote control with it like a bloody TV. That's that really. Anyway, there we are. Anyway, yeah, let's hope the bloody cooker turns up, and it's got a push out connector that you don't need to turn the gas off. It's like a QD there. So that's the thing that I'm hoping it's got, because the actual cooker probably won't have that on. That's the thing that worries me. Has it got the right fitting? So it might well be that we have to take the fitting off the cooker that we've already got. I don't know. That's the thing that worries me a little bit. There, but if he's supposed to be an LPG engineer to do with installation, you'd think he would have the right plug, wouldn't you? So there we are with that. But I've got to watch him like a hawk to make sure he changes the burner jets in the two ovens, you know, the two bottom ovens, and make sure he changes the jets in both. So that's the thing where you've got to take the back off, I think. It's a bit of a palaver, you know. I have to make sure you don't just do the top jets, you know. Anyway, we'll see. It'll probably all go fine, but, you know, knowing our luck, something will probably go wrong or something, I don't know. Anyway, there we are. So, over to you, Alan, G4YFP from M5 BJC.
Yeah, okay, Brian, and good morning to you, Paul. A nice signal from you now. Right, okay, don't really have a lot more to add, or a lot to add. Did you get the picture, Brian, of that water squirter thing I sent you on the, you know, on the, looks like electric drill? I think you did. But there was another one, there was a couple of YouTube video things I sent you as well. I don't know, I put them on the clockwise net, so everyone would have got them, and I was just wondering if you had got them. I sent them to Stan, and he hasn't got them for some reason, so I don't know. But you're right, Gary, you know, because the weather forecast, I mean, even the lunchtime weather forecast yesterday, they showed you a sort of a yellow area all around Cornwall, didn't they, and the west, this map of snow. And you know how it was spreading across to the channel, and the wind had come from the Channel Isles, didn't it? And then moved up across, and they were saying it's they had a name for it, or something red, and they said they've never had a code red type thing about this storm that was coming through. But I mean, we had bad wind here, probably about 60, 70 miles an hour gusting. But the idea was it was supposed to start about 5 o'clock yesterday afternoon and subside about 11 o'clock. So, and then I suppose you probably got the backlash of it, Gary, from the, you know, listening out the Channel Isles there. Anyway, okay, all very interesting with the old weather now. Watched PMQs on Wednesday, which I found was quite enjoyable. But I can't, you know, something. I know we don't talk about politics, but I couldn't understand that on PMQs, Nigel Farage was not there. In the you know, with these other bloke, I don't know, is it Rice or something? He wasn't there, and Starmer made reference to him not being there. And I thought, well, that's funny, because it's the first day they're back at Parliament. Where is he? Anyway, in the afternoon, I was looking on YouTube, or it came up on YouTube, and it said Nigel Farage being interviewed by Sky News, and this was on the 1 o'clock news on Sky, the Sky News. So that's where he was having an interview, and he was talking about immigration. So I thought, well, hang on a minute, you know, if he's an MP, and it's like, you know, why isn't he in the Commons? You know, and I just thought that was odd. So I don't know. Right, okay, round to you, Paul. G4HEC, G4YFP in the group.
Yeah, G4YFP in the group is G4HEC. I'm just looking up on the news about the storm Goretti. Is it Goretti? Goretti. But yeah, so looking at the worst place was. But that's obviously in Wales somewhere, probably North Wales, 16 centimetres of snow and 8 centimetres in Nottingham. So yes, they've obviously had quite a bit of stormy weather and things, and a lot of wind. But yeah, we must be quite lucky because we missed it. I was actually tempted last night to wind down my antennas and things, and but I thought it's probably okay if it's only just wires and things. And sure enough, got up this morning at 5 to 5 it was, looked out the window, got the torch out, checked to make sure it's all there and everything's all fine. So, you know, it's no problem at all. But yeah, they certainly had a lot of news coverage last night about people in Cornwall down at Tinter Road, where they were suggesting that I think some people are evacuating their places and stuff, so they're expecting the brunt of it all. But anyway, There you go. Something to talk about. We always talk about the weather, isn't it? So there you go. I haven't really got not much to say. I'm just busy having a see what's going on in the world, apart from the weather, which is the current news at the moment. Not a great deal that I can see. Fox 5 low and a boost G480C.
Yeah, okay, Paul, fine. And yeah, like I say, we had it really, really bad last night. I don't know if you can see on your maps there, but we got really hit by the tail end of it. And I think the Channel Isles did as well, and like I say, Cornwall. But really, really strong winds. But I haven't been outside to see if there's any structural damage. I always feel the worst when on the news they say structural damage will occur. And you think, oh my God, I hope it's not me. But there you go, that's just one of those things. Anyway, so that's that. So I'll make this one the final. It's just coming up to the top of the hour. So I'll say 7 threes all round. Have a good day, everybody. I was on 40 metres yesterday afternoon, talking to the usual group of people. There's Frank down there in Eastbourne. He comes on. He's a huge, great singer. And there's Bob, who's down in Devon, so he comes on. And then there's another guy, I can't remember his name, up in the Midlands. There's normally those three I have a chat with, and normally, you know, round about sort of 7, 1, 2, 3, or plus or minus, or you know, where you can find a clear frequency really. And I normally put a CQ out, and then you know, those guys come up and chat. So that's how it normally pans out. But it's around about I don't know, 4 o'clock, probably your time, Brian, I would say. Something like that anyway, or maybe a bit earlier, maybe between 3 and 4 maybe. Okay, 7 3s for now. Around to you, Brian, M5BJT. So good luck with the cooker today. Fox 5 ELO, over.
Yeah, Fox 5 ELO, M5BJT. Okay, all right, nothing to add, but we shouldn't really mention the name, but the reason why he doesn't go into the thing, Alan, is because he can never, they always have a go at him, but he's not allowed to answer at all, so he said it's just a waste of time. He's not bothering to go in just to be, you know, somebody say something derogatory about him, and then he's not allowed to make an answer. So, I mean, that question thing, as in the comments there, is just a complete farce, because they know what the questions are going to be. They get a chance to. He's bloody told what what's the name he's going to say, so he can be ready for it for an answer and all that malarkey. So it's all it's all an absolute farce it is. Anyway, she's allowed 6 questions. That's all there. So you know you can't. You've got to be invited to be able to speak, and you know it's just ridiculous, really. So that's why he didn't bother going. He's got better things to do, you know. And there's another woman involved, but something Cunningham, and she's going to try and take over the mayor of London, and I think she will. She's fantastic. I don't know whether you've seen her. Is it Sarah Cunningham? No, Laura Cunningham or something. I can't remember her name now. But she's fantastic. Anyway, John. So there we are. So cheers all. Let's hope the cooker comes in all right. We don't have no dramas with that. I'll see what happens regarding coming on 40, Gary, but something was happening yesterday why I didn't come on. I can't remember what it was now. But anyway, there we are. But we'll have to see what time the cooker turns up. Anyway, cheers all. Have a good day, everybody. Over to you, Alan.
Yeah, okay, Brian. It's just a quick weather report. It's absolutely chucking it down with rain here, which I think is going to be the norm of the day. But at least one thing with all the rain we've had, it's washed all the lenses on the cameras, and the pictures are all nice and sharp and clear. And it's got rid of all the spiders' webs that were growing on the lenses, so pleased about that. Okay then, the 7-3 all, thanks for the chat, and catch you next time. Round to you, Paul, to tie the bow. I think you already have anyway, but if not, then have another go. Cheers.
Yeah, G4YFP and a good G480C. Yeah, good luck with the cooker there, Brian. And yeah, I missed a bit. I would be watching him like a hawk as well. But I remember when repairing TVs and the like, we used to get a couple of people who was really, I don't know if they were interested or what, but you know, sort of really sort of staring at you and watching every move that you make. And that's a time when you drop things, isn't it? Or you damage things or whatever. But anyway, hopefully you've got all the bits and pieces, and that you don't have to wait yet another week for him to return and things. And I meant to comment to Gary on your glasses. Yeah, that's a real catch-22, isn't it? When you've got only one pair of glasses and the little screws come out. I mean, first of all, it's hats off that you actually found the little screw. I mean, that's a challenge in itself. And but not having a spare set to put the screw in, it's going to be challenging. Presumably, you can't wait for Debbie to come home so that you can get your glasses blended. Anyway, enjoy yourself on 40 metres again if you want. So Gary, you're okay on the afternoon. Not much else to add. It's just had a look outside and it's still a bit gusty and drizzly rain. But anyway, at least all the worst of it is gone apparently, looking at the weather here. So yes, that one, that storm has disappeared. There's obviously the aftermath on down in Cornwall and the Midlands and things. So there you go. G4HC, off and clear. Have a good day, everybody, and maybe talk to you tomorrow.
Yeah, so okay. I said to Debbie about dinner time yesterday, I said I shouldn't be left alone on my own to look after myself. It's not fair, really. And I asked her if it was breakfast time yet, and where is the lady that comes with the meals?
I'll tell you what I've got.
She's required and would be missed.
Yeah, very much so. 73.
Yeah, 73.
Yeah, I'll tell you what I've got, Gary, and Paul, which is very good, is I've got a magnet on the end of the telescopic rod, and you can buy them. They're only a couple of quid. One of these little, very small magnet, about, well, I don't know, just small magnets, and they're a flat thing, and they're brilliant. If you drop something on the floor, you just wipe this rod around the floor, and 9 times out of 10 you'll find all your little screws and things. They're really great if you drop something. Okay, cheers.
Yeah, Alan, I went to telescopic whip with a little magnetic thing on the end so you can extend it.
You know, the arm stayed behind and so did the screw. So they were both together on the side cabinet, so I didn't drop on the floor or anything. Anyway, 73.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's the very thing, Paul. That is exactly a little, it's got like a little handle on it, isn't it, or a spongy thing at the end of the rod, and it's just a silver telescopic rod. They're brilliant, they are. I've got one here, one in the house, and one in the workshop. Not that I'm always dropping things, but they're handy when you want one.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll go and get one of those. All right, enjoy your day. G4HC off and clear.
Yeah, cheers. Only a couple of quid.
Yeah, cheers all. Have a good day, everybody, and let's hope the storm don't do any harm.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Yeah, bye all.
Bye-bye.
Dus maar verzoeken, maar we think ook niet. Good reception here in Warfield near to Windsor. Thank you very much for your over. So with that, I'll go back up partway up the list where I got to, I think, when the new joiners started a little while ago, which is, if I've got it correctly here, Mike 8, Papa Charlie Lima, Gary, who will be followed by Martin, GW4GNY, and G4RIT. So Gary, if you're there, M8PCL, this is M0 Hotel Zulu. Going down the list for finals now, if you don't mind, gentlemen. Over to you, Gary.
England, Marcus and Hundo, Department, and Dino, good morning, and Christian
your nights as well this morning. So this is Mike 8, Papa Charlie Lima, wishing all stations a good feast of Friday.
£600 for the first failure.
No, I haven't heard that.
No, but well, Kevin, mate.
my old oppo, he was adamant, and he said, let's phone them back, and he said, Master, he said, you are right. So besides the £190 normal car tax that he incurred, he had to pay this £600 luxury car tax.
I just typed it in, okay, and AI says, in the UK, the luxury car tax, in brackets, officially the expensive car supplement, is an additional annual fee on vehicles with a list price of 40,000 or more when new. It is paid for 5 years from the 2nd to the 6th year the car is registered. On top of the standard vehicle excise duty. Bloody hell. Well, I never heard about it. I don't think anyone's heard about this.
Well, there we are. Well, no, I hadn't. But Kevin was telling me about this, because he said, well, I cop for it. And Rich, our old pal, he checked on it, and, well, that's exactly, bloody hell, cost 5 years.
Yeah. So it's a tax on top of your vehicle excise duty.
Yeah.
And after 6 years, it drops to the standard rate.
Yeah.
We're buying 2 older cars. Well, we're not. We obviously buy older cars, and it's never occurred.
Yeah. Yeah. Something to be to think of or to be aware of, isn't it?
Never heard of that.
No.
Quite a character on 40 metres, but it seems to have disappeared completely. From G4WNW.
Yeah, Terry.
Yeah, I've seen it all there, about that, took it all there. Looking North America and the Pacific. CQDX, hello CQ. Golf Mike 3, Papa Golf. Golf Mike 3, Papa Golf, calling CQDX80 and standing by.
You're received in California, Rick. I'm checking SDR, so you should have condition to kilo 6 if it's there. Good morning, UHSK.
Yes, good morning, Art, and I heard the station calling just now, whether that's California or Alex. Stand by a second, Art. QRZ again, QRZ. Is that you, Alex? King Hotel 6 Yankee. Is that you, Alex? Go ahead.
Loco that we were talking about.
Yeah, could be.
We've got someone on the side of the street, couldn't see that.
It happens wherever you bloody go, but, you know.
That was busy, wasn't it? It took me 5 minutes to find you, boys.
Yeah, well, it was chocolate black at the band.
Yeah. I know there were a few Europeans calling in the top 10 KCs too, but nobody was working any bugger.
Well, I came on briefly last night. I was chatting with Tony and John from Paddy's anniversary. My SWO was bouncing up and down like a lunatic. I thought the antenna was half down, but this morning it's behaving. Wind and rain. That's what I thought. It was snow and rain, and yeah, that's what I thought.
But tell you what, Cole, you mentioned that business whereby
all the kind of the slate were stuck to the windows. And I'd never seen that before. We noticed that on our north-facing windows, you know.
Yeah, well, I could see it on the window here, just facing north and went downstairs. The side of the car was covered in sleet, all stuck to the car.
Well, I'd never seen that on a bloody window, you know?
Yeah, well, you know, it would have been snow, wouldn't it, if it was a bit colder, but, yeah.
You going out today, Tom?
No, nothing on today, no. I'm just finishing off a list of vegetable seeds to send off to them though. Get that out the way and then I'll get back on the project.
Cool. What firm are you doing it with?
Premier Seeds Direct.
Oh, I don't know then.
Well, apart from being one of the cheapest, that didn't make me go to them. They seem to have the biggest supply of varieties.
Oh, okay. Quite a few of these garden centres, they got quite an extensive a range of packets of seeds there, Carl, haven't they?
Yeah, some of them have, but they tend to have them in too late for me. I mean, I like a seed year now because, you know, I sow early.
Yeah, that's right. Always sow your seed early. As soon as possible.
When are you going to send off your tomato seeds?
I don't know. I'm going to collect them from, as I did last year, from the sugar drop ones, and then I'll see what's down the local nursery, what they got down there.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm just going to remind you, don't rely on me this year. I'm not sowing so many, and I probably might be short, but I've told my mate I'm not going to supply in this year, because I haven't got the room now to bring them on.
That's all right, pal. That's okay. Yeah, no worry. I'll check with you later on in the year.
Yeah.
Growing season seems a long way away, yes?
Oh, Christ, summer will be here now in a minute.
It is getting lighter in the mornings, isn't it?
I heard someone say that on the radio last night. I thought they're steady on now.
Oh, you've got to look for onward and upward.
Well, I haven't noticed. It's about a minute or two a day, isn't it, Carl?
It's about 2 minutes a week at the moment.
Yeah.
2 minutes a week? Oh, what is it, summer? It goes to about 2.5 minutes a day, doesn't it?
Something like that.
Yeah, let me check now. Today sunrise is 8:25, and next Thursday it's 8:20. Oh Christ, about 5 minutes a week is speeded up now.
Yeah, it gets quicker and quicker, doesn't it? Like life in general.
Bloody dark when I get up.
Oh, I tell you what, Dave. When we cleared yesterday morning, I went up the band, see a big signal there, and John NVD was working Nick, and I could have had a QSO with Nick. He was a good signal.
By God, and that was well, Carl, that was about 8:30. It was 8:30, wasn't it?
Yes, it was 8:30. I didn't hang about because I wanted to go out, but I thought, because, this morning, 7 o'clock, you could hardly hear a station on the band. It was terrible.
Yeah, I know. You get these bloody openings because there's ZL later on. You've got to be there, though, haven't you,
Yeah.
So have we reached the sunspot maximum, do you think?
I would have thought so.
Well, I thought it was maybe last year or this year, around about this time, you know.
It depends who you talk to. Some say we're past it, and some say this could be the year it starts to go down.
Right, okay.
It looked so promising about a year and a half ago, but it hasn't really been as good as they said. Well, not this end, anyway.
No. The figures have been up there, but the performance certainly hasn't. I mean, we haven't had any of this listening to taxi drivers in America or anything like that. It's been pretty boring.
Yeah.
There's one chap on the East Coast on the Magic Band. He calls his name's Tom, and he calls out, "This is Tom in the big American truck," and he's got a real hard accent, and he's a real character. But it turns out he's driving a beat-up old Transit.
I used to love my Transit. I fiddled some sequence, and I justified having a Transit, and I had it for a couple of years, and it was bloody smashing.
What, good for hauling stuff about, yeah?
Yeah, but I for some reason I like the seat in the Ford Transit. They were little kind of bucket seats, and you had to sit up properly, up straight to that, and there was no problem with my back at all, you know?
Comfort, there we go.
Yeah. And then I had to have, the last year, I had to have a bloody Vauxhall Vivaro, which is the equivalent of a Ford Transit, and it was bloody terrible.
I never had a van, not really. Well, last van I drove was a Ford Escort Mark II, 1970. That was the old pig van.
Yeah, I had an Escort van for a few years. I found them, they're all right.
But we don't want to start talking about pigs.
No. Oh, gosh.
Well, I'll be coming down to Pembrokeshire probably in the next 3 to 4 weeks, so I will give you my uncle's down there, and I've got to go and see him, so I'll definitely be coming down.
Yeah, we'll keep your eye on the weather and see if you can time it that we got a dry day or some insight.
Yeah, that'll be. Well, what I'll probably have to do is stay the night down there and. Because it's a 3 hours, well, it just depends, because if I take him out for lunch, I'll either have to come see you boys beforehand or after, and that isn't going to work, so I'll probably make a one-night stay down there.
All right, let us know.
But I might probably will stay in Tenby as well.
All right. My sister stays in Tenby quite often. He has one of these B&B houses, and it's bloody cheap, you know, sign it, you know?
Yeah, well, there's a beat-up old hotel overlooking North Beach. The North, I can't remember what it's called now, but it's sort of all black and white, run by some Polish lads. It's cheap as chips, and it looks straight out over the sea. It's about a quarter the price of the Gill Tower or the Atlantic.
They're cheaper on North Beach than around where the Gilter is then, are they?
A lot, well yeah, it's a beat-up old hotel, but it's only for one night.
Right, okay.
And no one to park a car.
True. You can, there is a sort, the road that goes up, looking over North Beach, people do park there. But I never see many spaces. They're all gobbled up, Cole, you know?
Maybe alright now, between now and March. It should be pretty quiet down there, won't it?
Yeah, it's exactly. It's the right time to come, isn't it?
Yeah, and he has got that big multi-car park just by the hospital, thinking about it, Cole.
Yes, that won't be far away.
Right, Right, gentlemen, I better go get topped up. Nice to see you fellas. And keep warm.
Yeah, okay, doke. We'll have a good shoot if it goes ahead. Otherwise, see you next time.
Yeah, well, we've got a fat boy breakfast in the garden centre, and then we're off to do some duck, and then we're back to the farm. But I can't see me staying all day. It's going to be too cold. There we go, M7 GTI. Cheers.
See you, mate. Bye-bye, Shane.
Bye.
What's the time, Cole?
Time to go and have a fat boy breakfast.
Yes, I noticed that. A fat boy breakfast. Well, you probably won't have any weaker bits than that.
Yeah, well, I already had my breakfast. I'm bloody starving this morning. There we are. Let's go and say hello to the missus and play with the dog for a bit. And Friday already up there makes a scrub of difference. Alright, see you later then. MW0 Julie.
Alright, Cole. Alright, okay. See you later. Bye-bye.
Hey, Johnny.
I'll leave John's position open for a final, and I guess he might come back. G4 SSX, Wolf, if you're there, please take it over.